Welcome to Wario Land 3. So we just got off of finishing off the Frog Suit run. So now it's time to stop playing a Mario game and let's start playing a Wario game. This is honestly one of my absolute favorites, because I used to play this a lot when I was a kid. I never 100%'d it, and that's what this run's going to be about. I'm going to try and do just that. I'm not normally a completionist, but I want to give it a try with this one. I want to make this one the sole exception. Are you aware, Wario? This world is in the music box you are peering into. I was the gods that protected this world. But one day, a wicked being sealed away my power and took control of this world. Wario, I want you to find the 5 music boxes needed to break the hidden seal and recover my powers. If you find them, I'll send you back to your own world. Of course, all the treasure you find is yours to keep. Will you help me? You got it! Alright, to tell you the truth, I was always in the mood to play another Game Boy game. I think the last one I played was Pokemon Blue. But a Game Boy Mario game was Super Mario Land 2, and I did that one like just after finishing Final Fantasy VI for the first time. Yeah, so unlike classic Mario games, Wario games, at least Wario Land 2 and onward, are more puzzle-based. So yeah, I'm a puzzle and exploration based. In fact, if you want to know how different Wario is, notice how he doesn't have a health bar. And it's not a case of if you take one hit you die. You are legit invincible. So you might be wondering, so what exactly are the threats then? To say the truth, not much. So now, can't do anything yet because Wario can't swim. But yeah, this is more of a puzzle exploration game than anything. In fact, besides like certain enemies, sometimes you have to willingly take a hit because it initiates Wario's unusual physique that allows him to take advantage of it. Anyway, climb here, get this key. Now, I'm going to pause it. You notice how there are 4 treasure chests here, as well as a large musical note coin. Those are what we need to 100% the game. So pretty much the basis of this is that you need to find the right key to the right treasure chest. Whoops, that's screen capture. Yeah, it's going to take some getting used to, because like I said, I just did the Frog Suit run, which would have been posted on YouTube like a while ago. Anyway, if you press down on a slope, you slide. But you can also jump while sliding, so you can do this. Now, to explain fully about what it means by willingly taking a hit to activate things. Watch this. If Wario hits anything fire-related, his ass gets set on fire and he starts running in a panic. As anyone would. However, now that he's on fire, he can break those blocks. And he can get down here. That's pretty much the basis of this game. Like, you need to willingly take... take advantage of you need to take advantage of Wario's strange intangibility when it comes to getting hit, and use that to essentially solve puzzles. It's like anytime you see a fire block, odds are you need to set yourself on fire to pass through. However, these are enemy abilities at the end of the day, so these can actually hinder you as much as help you. Just gonna turn that down just a smidge. But anyway, we have another key up here, but we can't reach yet. Wario can't actually jump that high. He ain't no Super Mario, that's for sure. Fat bastard. Now, this is where enemy abilities become more of a hindrance. Because by getting hit by that, you turn into a web ball and you get kicked out of the area you're trying to go through. But later on, you'll have to take advantage of this to use it to break certain blocks as well, much like the fire. Now, I haven't really gone over like Wario's abilities. Like right now, he can just like shoulder tackle stuff. Which I'm just gonna say this right now. Why the hell isn't Wario's shoulder tackle like one of his main abilities in Super Smash Bros? Like seriously, this is trademark. Alright, whatever. Anyway, if you have the right key to the treasure chest, just walk up next to it, and Wario will open it. Wow. We got an axe. And what does an axe do? Chop down trees. So now, 2 more levels have unlocked. The Peaceful Village and the Vast Plains. And now, what a horrible night to have a curse. Yeah, this game has a day and night cycle. Every time you complete a stage, it goes from day to night. Now, there is something I want to show here. The stages do change by a little bit, like some enemies will be asleep. And some hazards will be there, and some will actually disappear. So sometimes it's important to go to the right time of day in order to complete, well, not really complete a stage, but rather get a treasure. But yeah, so there is something I want to point out. Like, you might have noticed, hang on. It's like, I went through the store before, and there was this pool of water. There's also this fish here. Which I don't think does anything. No, it just kind of hurts you. Okay. Yeah, Wario doesn't have the ability to swim just yet. And you might have noticed that there was a key that was too high to reach as well. Well, long and the short, we need upgrades. And anytime you enter a stage and just leave it, you don't have to complete it. It'll initiate the next cycle of time. Probably could have worded that. Anyway, the reason I wanted to do that was not only to show off that there are some differences in stages, but the Peaceful Village the Peaceful Village's first treasure can only really be gotten during the day. Now, some people might find it a bit strange, but here's the thing. Actually, hang on, what am I trying to say? Okay. Oh, hang on, before we do anything. That donut guy will actually, like, throw donuts and feed them to Wario, which will make him super fat. this is another power, but in this case it's more of a hindrance than anything, because it can slow you down, you can't climb ladders, you can't really do much. And if you broke these blocks, well, broke more of these blocks than I did, then you would have fell and would have to climb back up. Most of these things are more of a hindrance than anything. But yeah, what I was trying to say before is that this game is actually not that... Sorry, this game isn't actually that different from a Metroid game. Now, let's drop it here. This will initiate another one of Wario's unique abilities. Anytime he gets hammered, he goes into this, like, spring mode. Got a coin. And it takes a while to get out of it. Alright, take him out. Bigger enemies normally take about 2 hits. Yeah, this game actually has a lot of similar properties to that of a Metroidvania game. Most of the levels are maze-like, and it requires specific upgrades to get further. So think of like the entire game's like one giant maze, and you're trying to find upgrades to go even deeper into the maze. And it was one of the starting points for me to love the Metroidvania style of gameplay. Although this one is a bit more looser than its own. Like, it's a Metroidvania game that's like also trying to be a Mario game and a Wario game. Now, the reason I wanted to do this today is because those donut guys, they don't appear at night, and you need them to break this. So, also, how much is in that donut to make Wario like that fat so quickly? Yeah. So, need to break for that so I can get the key. Just to point out, you might notice that I got the grey key again. In pretty much every level, the first treasure chest you always have to get is the grey one. Alright. If we go through here, yep. This is another instance of where I'm getting hits. Would be a hindrance because it would throw me out of this area. Basically, everything around this game involves around taking advantage of enemies' abilities at the right time. And we got a piece of a tablet. Now, the one major snag about this is that you notice that I've been collecting those gold coins. Problem is, you have to collect all 8 of them in a single run, because the moment you leave a stage, it doesn't, you lose it. So, you won't be seeing me go after them much until we have the chance to. Now, these enemies here, these are pure, interference, because they blind you. There's no perk to them. They're just a hindrance. Ah, damn it. Fell down here anyway. Alright. Although, there are some Mario elements here, because we still have warp pipes. There's some blocks down here as well. You do have to collect coins, because there are some things that you'll need to spend money on. I don't think... Nah, I can't break them. I don't have the ground pound ability yet. Also, spoiler warning, we're getting a ground pound ability. Wow, that was just bad luck. Also, the knockback in this game is incredibly vicious. Like, if you thought the knockback in a Castlevania or Mega Man was bad, Wario's is worse. Because he goes like, he just goes flying. I noticed this door here. It'll keep closing, but it's got an eye. That's because he has to be invisible. Now, there isn't really much of a way to get rid of invisibility. Besides, sorry, you know, it's for the best I'll show you. If you go, anytime you go into these pipes, you immediately lose your invisibility. And like I said before, I can't really get my hands on the gold coins, or at least all 8 of them, so I'm gonna have to do that much later. However, I did notice a set of stairs just underneath that coin, so I'm at least gonna check it out. On the plus side, I got rid of him. Yeah, the main problem with this is that you really can't see yourself. But at least they did some smart things by like making Wario flicker occasionally. And you can sort of see the dust on his and you can sort of see the dust of where he's stepping. Okay, so this is just a way out. Bit of a waste of time, unfortunately, but had to be done. Oh wait, no. Okay. Whoops. Damn it. Again, it's kind of hard to see yourself. Which is actually almost feels a little accurate, because I remember that there's a lot of debates saying that if you're invisible, then you wouldn't even be able, then you would actually be blinded, because light wouldn't go to your eyes. I don't know if that's true. Then again, I don't even know if we're ever going to have true invisibility besides cloaking. Anyway. And the second half of the tablet. Put them together. And we've got the desert ruins. Alright, there are only 4 worlds in this game. North, west, east, and south. But, like, there's a lot to this game. Anyway, this is a very unique stage. Because, like, this is where the day and night cycle really is really taken into account. It's like, if you notice here, like, there's this purple moon thing. At night, that wouldn't be there. So that's to symbolize that that's only there. That only opens at night. And since we're during the day, we need to take this one instead. Alright, now the game doesn't really teach you this, but for some reason you just need to figure it out. Anytime you crouch, you can also jump, so you can sneak in like this. I don't think you have to do it often, but it's definitely enough to help you remember that at least, hopefully. Unfortunately, these hammer robots, if they hit us, we're right back to the top. So again, while there is no health meter, the worst thing these enemies do to you is waste time. Although I kind of locked myself out here. Although I have to wait for this thing to stop. Got you. And through this door should be our prize. Yep. You got a piece of paper. Now, as you might notice, we haven't really unlocked anything new, and there was that moon door on the other side. So now we gotta go back there. Now, another difference is that this time the sand is completely gone. And I think there's a few secrets here and there. Let's see. Again, I shouldn't be collecting these, but I guess it does help to at least know where they are. I need pound ground for that. Also, I wouldn't really consider that a spoiler, because to be fair, Wario is kind of known for using his strength and weight as a weapon. Whoops. Let's be real. Name one game where his strength or his weight isn't a factor. And the party games don't count. Oh, I'm stuck here for a bit, but I can at least step on him. Also, I don't know if this is true or not, but jumping around like this, I think speeds up the process. But I've honestly never really noticed, like, even when I tried to stay still. Ha! Alright. Now, if I had the ability to go fat here, I could break those blocks, but I don't think that this is an option. So I think I might even need. So I think I'm most likely going to need a super ground pound. Anyway, these guys here. This is definite proof that Wario should have won that death battle against Dedede. Because he can survive being cut in half. Although then again, he imploded, so don't know if he can survive that. That's honestly one of my favorite death battle episodes so far. Although the Ghost Rider versus Lobo was really good too. Anyway, red treasure chest. Time to see what's inside this one. The second half of paper. Put them together. And the tornado goes away. Now, admittedly, this is one of the bits I often get stuck on. Because I'm never really sure where to go. Now, thankfully, I practiced this game before I started streaming. Before I streamed it. So I know where to go now, but not for later for the other chests. Now, this isn't actually where we're supposed to go, but I at least just want to show it off. So like, eventually you'll get other things rather than just upgrades, because you'll need something like wheels for that. Yeah, honestly, that was kind of a proper waste of time. I'm also like trying to remember where the key is as well, because I know where the chest is, I just don't remember where the key is. So even though I just practiced this, that one like kind of took a while. Actually, I think I remember where it is now. I think it's not far from. Sorry, I think the key isn't far from the actual chest. All right. So this bit usually requires a. Oh no, there it is. There's the key. This bit usually requires a bit of trial and error. Because you need to understand that you need to jump at the right times while rolling. Oh, I want that. That's a 10 coin. Good. The coins will be played in later. Anyway, it's time for our first boss fight. And we already lost. And that's how boss fights work in a nutshell. You literally cannot afford to get hit by them once. Otherwise that'll happen. You'll get kicked out. Now I think because... yeah, those blocks are still gone, so we can just crawl back in. Right, let's try again. So what you're supposed to do here is that I'm supposed to dodge his hammers and hit these so they go down. Shit. Right on the tail end as well. To be fair, this kind of makes sense. For a game with no health bar, and there's more puzzles, so it kind of makes sense that if you want to have boss fights, they kind of have to have you do something where if you get hit once, you get kicked out immediately. So I honestly don't have a complaint with the decision on that, but it doesn't half get annoying. Anyway, just need to jump on his head and tackle him. And this hammer comes down, we can use that, and then we can finally get into this door here, which, unsurprisingly, has the key. You know, I'm not going after that coin. And we have our first upgrade. A pair of sick blue overalls. I was going to say that they would go well with the purple ones, but they're black in this game. And we get a little tutorial on how they work. Long and short, it's just press down while you're jumping and you can do a ground pound. And you can also take care of those frog platforms as well. Now the best thing about it is that it tells you what stages you can go to get more upgrade. Oh, sorry, to get more treasures with your new upgrade. So, we're gonna head over there now. Now, this ground pound ability can only break one block at a time, so it's a bit annoying at times when you have to, like, break multiple ones. And naturally, this can be used against enemies too. Alright, here's our first frog. And go squishy bye. And now we can get through here. Oh, that was a mistake. Now this robot here, it'll like grab you and like try to like pull you away. Really? Alright, whatever. But just shake free and it's fine. But there's another reason it's here, and it's for a good reason. This guy here. This is another one of Wario's unique power-ups, that anytime he gets flattened, he becomes this. So if you get close to this, it'll fix you right back up. Take care of you. Oh, come here. Got ya. Ah, damn it. I accidentally pressed down. If you press down while you're charging, you'll do a slide. It's pretty helpful when you need to, like, cross gaps like that, really. Well, not really gaps, but you know what I mean. Now, you need to be flat in order to get that coin over there, but I'm gonna avoid that for the time being. And we have a key. Now, I think that caterpillar is actually meant for something. So I'm gonna go away a bit, come back, see if he respawns. Oh. Nah. Oh well, I can do it later. Either way, that's not required for the red treasure chest. Anyway, this door here is a bit unique. This is the purpose of the coins. We're going to play some golf. And these are mandatory. Now, as you would expect from golf, from any classic golf game, you can press the right button to like move to see where your ball will go if you go maximum power. So what you have to do is press the A button twice. And send it flying. Unfortunately, that slip I did count as a shot. Listen now. Okay, so if I do a full power shot, it's gonna go past the hole. Oh boy. Admittedly, this is a little tedious. In addition, the maps change each time. They're semi-randomly generated. So you can't really just practice the one course to try and get better at it. Sometimes you can only win if the game decides to give you an easy one. Kinda sucks, but at the same time at least there's variety. Yeah, I knew I was gonna lose that one. Now the biggest thing that sucks is the fact that it costs coins to begin with. Alright, so it looks like I've got the same one as before, so let's try again. Alright. So let's try here. Or not. Damn it. Yeah, this is going to take a while. It also doesn't help that you get some areas that are pretty bad if you go full power. Alright. I don't really like that flickering. Come on! I've never felt this bad at this. Wow, now you're just like really throwing some pity on me here. Fuck. Well, at least I did it. Yeah, those are mandatory because it moves those blocks out of the way. I must take a shortcut. I don't mind, it doesn't break those blocks. I thought it did for some reason, so maybe the caterpillars aren't as helpful as you think. Alright, but either way, we can head through here and get our next treasure. And it is a pot. Probably gonna plant a nice flower in it or something. Oh, open it up. Out comes a cloud. And fills up that pool. You now have the Pool of Rain. And a town in chaos. So we unlock 2 stages because of that. But if you remember, there's another stage we can go to that requires our new upgrade. Go through here. And this guy here, kind of a dick. I don't know if Wario has like some sort of allergy. I'm assuming he does, hence why he transformed, hence why that's a form. But anytime he gets pricked by one of those needle guys, he just inflates. But weird enough, it's any spike enemy related things. I don't know if it's like they're pumping air into his body. Alright, we got another mini game to do. So let's go into that. Alright. Oh, this is another dead easy one too. Alright. Hole in one. But a hole in one doesn't really do anything special. It just means, hey, you're doing good. Now, yep. Now, this is where the hindrance becomes helpful. Because by allowing ourselves to be inflated, we can float up here. And I don't have the key. Oh, now I remember where the key is. Here it is. Alright, now unfortunately I'm going to have to do the long way back. Thankfully it shouldn't take too long as long as I don't get sniped by those bugs again. However, thankfully, these are here, so I can at least have a little saving grace. Also, just gonna say this right now, like, the sprite work for this game is pretty phenomenal, honestly. Like, all the little details and movements for every character, especially Wario. Like, it's really well done. It's not as good as Shantae for the Game Boy Color, but still really good. Anyway, got ourselves a crayon. What does a crayon do? We draw on that, and nothing happens. We need a few more things for that. But anyway, we now have the Pool of Rain and a Town in Chaos. So let's start with Pool of Rain. Now, can't really do much here. Once again, they kind of don't really teach you what to do. What you have to do is, you need to ground pound these to move the others. Bah. Wario ain't no chump. Alright, can't do anything with that, but... Uh-oh. Damn it. Yeah, obviously, if you fall in the water, you need to go all the way back. Thankfully, not all the way back to the start. Damn it. So on the plus side, this is here. And don't forget to take advantage of shoulder tackle jumps. Because you jump a lot higher and farther with it, so it does help. Mostly farther, but still.